Now the title of this tip is fantastic. It's keep your head level. And I'm really going to stress the word level. And I'm going to make sure we don't talk about down, because keeping your head down and keeping your head level, two very, very different things. Keeping your head level is something that I would encourage a lot of golfers to focus on, particularly if you have a certain set of faults. Keeping your head down, it's not a bad tip, but it's often misunderstood and misused by golfers. So we're very much keeping the head level. And I think what you'll see for a lot of golfers is that the head movement is limited for the good players, and the head movement's quite excessive for some high handicappers and some golfers that struggle. And it isn't always a case of moving the head up. Sometimes golfers move the head down. So the first thing to understand here is, what's your head doing? Now, you might have a window or a mirror, and you can watch yourself in the mirror. And I can almost guarantee your head will be perfect when you're looking in the mirror. Because simply put, if I stand here and I'm looking up into the camera and the camera is my mirror and I make a swing, I can see what my head's doing and I can see it's nice and level. Now, if your head's moving a lot and you're looking in the mirror, then you have issues, because if I'm looking in that mirror, keeping my head still is quite easy. If I'm looking in the mirror and my head's going up and down, then there's already problems. However, if I then don't have a mirror but make a full golf swing with a camera in front of me, I'll really see the true effect of what my head does. And for some golfers, their head's level when they're making practice swings. When they make a real swing, it changes and it moves and it does something different. So video your golf swing as well, and just make sure that your head is nice and stable. Now, if you notice your head isn't stable, that's when we can start to do some things to work on that. What I see for a lot of golfers in the address position is, as they make a rotation into their backswing, they'll change their head height, so it will no longer be level. So set up here, club across my shoulders, look up into my mirror, and then make a shoulder turn. And as I make a shoulder turn, my head should stay largely level but move slightly towards my rear leg. So I can see it just loads into my rear leg. What I'm not seeing is my lead shoulder pulling me down. Or if I struggle with flexibility issues, sometimes a golfer will stand up. They'll change their spine angle from here and they'll stand up as they lift up this way. And that leading up there with the lead shoulder is going to be a big issue why you're not keeping your head level. So it's lead shoulder, under the chin, head stays level, and then trail shoulder, under the chin, head stays level. And you can notice my spine angle's retained. If I'm coming through the golf ball and standing up, chances are my rear shoulder's lifting and I'm coming out of my posture. You can check that this way around as well. With a mirror or camera in front, I want to see that I'm staying down rather than standing up. So lifting the head or changing the height of the head, dropping and lifting, it's probably not the head that's making the motion. More importantly, it's the shoulders or the spine angle. That will be changing its height, changing its flex, or moving the knees, and that's making the head bob up and down. So the head's like the barometer for a previous fault or another fault. The head is not doing this independently. As a good golfer, if you can keep your head nice and level, chances are your strikes will improve. So if you're a golfer that struggles to make clean contact on the golf ball, sometimes hitting it thin, sometimes hitting it fat, it might be that the head is changing its level and therefore you're not making good contact on the ball. A more level and stable head height should encourage a better and cleaner contact. So next time you're playing, next time you're practicing, get somebody to video your swing from the front on, try and see a nice level and stable head. And that should help improve your ball striking, taking nice smooth divots, nice and consistently.